A young student walks into a Japanese dojo for the first time. He's ready to become the next samurai legend. But his master doesn't hand him a sword. He gives him a broom. "Clean the floors," the master says. The student is frustrated. This isn't what he expected, but what he doesn't realize is that he's just entered the first stage of mastery, Shu. Shu means to obey. You follow the rules, no questions, no shortcuts. Today we ignore this. We want to see results immediately. But every master was once a student, and every great skill is built on a solid foundation. To master something quickly, start slowly. Real speed comes from repetition and practice. During Shu, you become a mirror. You copy your teacher's every move, their timing, their breathing, even their mistakes. Think about Kobe Bryant practicing layups even after years in the NBA. That's Shu. Mastering the basics so well, it becomes second nature. After months of practice, the basics become automatic. You're ready to move on to the next stage. Ha. Ha means to step back and start changing the rules. You're starting to think outside the box. You're trying new things. You're experimenting. This is where your personal style comes in, but only because your foundation is solid. You become a scientist of your craft. You test boundaries. You discover what works for you and what doesn't. You're not abandoning what you learned in Shu. You're building on it, personalizing it, making it your own. But if the basics still feel clunky, stay in Shu longer. Now, last but not least, here comes your final step. Ri is where true legends are made. You leave the rules behind and create your own. You become the source, not just the student. You're no longer learning your craft, you're expanding it. This is where true innovation happens, but only after you've mastered everything that came before. At this stage, you transcend the original teachings entirely. You don't follow the rules or break them. You create entirely new ones. Now that we know what this old framework is, let's talk about what's often misunderstood about it and what you can expect from it when you use it. Shu-Ha-Ri isn't a straight path. You revisit each stage every time you learn something new. True masters never stop being students. A world-class musician or entrepreneur goes back to Shu when trying something new, and that's how they keep growing faster. This is why masters maintain a beginner's mind. They know that knowledge in one area is just the starting point for knowledge in the next. They're not afraid to be beginners again, because they understand that being a beginner isn't a weakness, it's a form of growth. Remember this, the master has failed more times than the beginner has even tried. With every return to Shu, you're leveling up. So, here's your path forward. Identify the one skill you want to master or learn in the future. Not 3, not 5, only 1. Mastery demands focus. Enter Shu with an open mind. Look for a teacher, program, or system that feels right for you, and try sticking with it for at least 6 months. Don't modify anything, don't get creative, just practice and repeat until the basics become unconscious. Then, go ahead and enter Ha. Start experimenting, but base every experiment on the solid foundation you've built. Ask questions, test assumptions, but never abandon the fundamentals that brought you this far. Stay humble. And if you're patient enough to reach Ri, remember that your greatest responsibility is to become a teacher yourself. There are no shortcuts to mastery, but there is a proven path. If you're serious about mastering your craft faster and smarter, share this with a friend and hit subscribe. I'll bring you more simple and powerful ideas to help you grow every day.